So I really suck at this. I'm crying. I really can't believe how bad I'm this. And that's pretty much the words. And there's some other tears and stuff that came out of my son Ennie's mouth. He had just discovered swimming. Now, if you know anything about me, I swim like a rock. But Annie, who's our oldest child, who's 11, swims a little better. But when he first got started, thankfully also to my mother, who saw in him that he needed something special for himself, and so he discovered swimming. And he gets in the water, he watches all the other kids and starts to think to himself, I can swim faster than them, I can swim way better than them. But he jumps in the water, he starts splashing, it's really ugly. To be honest, it's really, really ugly. And he comes to me and starts pretty much just beating upon himself, and he had some cake and some ice cream, and he started hosting a pity party and stuff like that. Good morning. Good morning. And he continues to have a pity party, and I start to really start counseling him a little carefully. And I say, dude, everybody who starts anything new pretty much sucks at the beginning. I mean, if you think about it, anything that you do when you first get started, you really do suck at it. But it's only through that resistance, that push through, that we really become great. My son was thinking that he sees people in the pool and he thinks, oh, I can do that really easily. But then he realizes that the water is pushing back at you and is giving you resistance. And it's through this resistance that we grow. So using that in our life, I mean, I'm thinking, when I see people who have an amazing marriage, I think to myself, you know, when I first got started, oh, marriage is easy. But when you get involved with marriage is hard. It is not a walk in the park. To be perfectly honest, parenting, it's not easy. You know, when you look at other people, oh, they have amazing children, and you realize they have issues. And you realize that parenting is hard. Starting a business is really, really hard. That's why so many people fail at it, because it's so dang hard. But it's through the resistance. It's through just the push through. It's through the pain. It's through the crying, through the tears, that we actually become great. We go out to do amazing things. I love the story of Michael Jordan. He sucked at basketball. I mean, he really sucked at basketball. But to my knowledge, he is the greatest basketball player that's ever lived. You may have disagreements, but to me, he will always be the best basketball player ever. But he sucked at it. Just like you probably sucked at walking when you first started. So remember, it's through the resistance. It's through the challenge. It's through the water that we truly become great. But it's only if we're willing to go through that resistance first to become the great beings that we're designed for. So this is Nikkei. If you like what I said, share it. If you don't, make a comment and go out and do something great. Push past that resistance. Do the things that are amazing, that's been put in your life to do awesome tasks. I'll talk to you on another walk in the future. Have an awesome day, and God bless.